Hey guys, welcome to JTV Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, and this is going to be a really exciting lesson. It's something that I've been thinking about for, honestly, like 3 or 4 years. I always thought about, it in my head. How many of you do that where you actually design? Because once you learn a few skills, you're like, oh, maybe I can try this and that. And this is one that has run through my head like 1,000 times, and I finally decided to try it, and I absolutely love it because this is very basic, but I was thinking about all the cool and different angles and different things you can do with it. So that's what we're going to cover today, and hopefully, I can talk about some of the other ideas that I've had while I was doing this. And I kid you not, I've just been obsessed ever since I came up with it, like a billion different things. Because on this version, I used leather, but I was thinking you can use a thinner cord. You could use I don't think I'd go maybe any thicker than maybe a 2mm leather, but I mean, it's just. If you want something dainty, I mean, you could use like the wax jewelry cord. I mean, or you can make. I'll talk about it when I actually do the lesson. But anyway, if you're a first timer, we welcome you because we always have a lot of fun on this show. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, you could ask questions, leave comments down below. The products will toggle. Like if you want to get an in-depth description of anything that's available on today's show, you just click on it. And when you do that, my screen shrinks down, but you just click on it and it pops right back up, and you can, just continue watching the show. And also, really important, the show is available for 30 days, at least 30 days after the show, and you can find it on the JTV Jewel School Facebook page if you want to go back and look at it. Anyway, we're going to talk about today's products. We'll get to the customer show, and then we'll get to this really cool and interesting project. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, the first item is this. It's actually a 3-set, guys, and these are so pretty. This is it says multi-stone, so you might want to look at the item description to see exactly what kind of stones these are. But it looks like jasper to me, and the middle one is really shiny. And then I guess it just gets progressively a little more matte because the bottom ones there are very matte, and then the top ones are kind of in the middle. But you always need large beads in your stash. I mean, I always trying to use them for something. And here they are up close. Ooh, look at that. They're so pretty. I have a weakness for anything blue. They're beautiful. And these are 8-inch strands. And you know what? They're $39.99. So that's like what, $13 a strand about? That's a good deal. And then the next one, I really wanted to use these in today's project, but I didn't. But maybe the next time I will. This is a blue agate. It's like a rice-shaped 16 by 14 millimeter, and these are large hole as well. And the strand size is pretty long, 14 to 15 inch. I love these beads. They've been on the show before, and I wanted to use them. But next time I promise that they come when they make their rotation again, I will use them because I really do like them because. Look at the pattern. Oh my goodness. And agate is so beautiful. I mean, I've never seen an agate bead that I didn't like. And just look at these. I mean, look at the patterns. You can make a necklace with just one of these beads. That's how cool they are and how big they are. 16 millimeter, that's over ½ an inch. And let's see, next we have the antique silver tone. And I do use these in today's project because they have fabulously large holes, especially there were 2 sets that fit through the leather that I used. I think I used a 1.5 millimeter leather folded, and the other ones that had the smaller hole, I was able to do a wire wrapping on those. And these are the different patterns. So one of them looks like a figure 8, and then let's see, the one that's farthest on the left has the smallest hole size. And I think they get progressively bigger. But this is the pattern. And then the next item, apatite. I've got an appetite for apatite. I love apatite. Ask anybody what my favorite bead is, and hands down, this is it. I love the blue. And you know what? Large hole. Yes. Oh my gosh, this will look so pretty on like the bracelet. Well, I don't want to give it away yet, but Sarah, North Carolina, made a half hitch bracelet, but I think that would look really pretty with these beads, and it's a 6mm and an 8mm, and you get both. And let's see, these are $44.99, so that's about $22.50 a strand. And right now they're 15% off. And aha, there it is. Guys, this is the tool that does it all. If you like working with stringing material, this is the tool to have. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. There are so many different techniques that you could do just by simply rearranging the pins and the clips. And I teach like a ton of different like projects, and it just makes everything really fast and easy. And plus the finishing, I mean, it looks so well made that it is just like, it just doesn't get any better. I mean, this is like, if you've looked for like the way to make something out of stringing material, this is it, because I show you a bunch of different ways of finishing the ends, like different kinds of like materials, what to use and when. And even like in today's project, we're going to be combining, you know, wax cord with leather. And so there's always like some really interesting and cool combination that is the best fit for the job. And what you get is you get your hardware kit, you get your board, you get a pouch. The board has anti-slip feet. You can see it's got the very handy bead and ring size chart. The rulers are in both inches and centimeters. It's got the wells, it's got the groove. And this is like this is a genuine professional grade tool. It is not like, it's not like cheap, you know, buy it today, not be interested. I mean, I think once you learn how to use it, it's going to become your new best friend. And we have the smaller one, which is our travel size. Both of them are like equally loved by me. There are advantages sometimes to having a small board over the large one, your space size, if you're traveling. I mean, but I do use like both of them. I love them both. You know, those of you that have been on the show with me know that I absolutely love both of them. The smaller one is fantastic for smaller projects. And even on the bigger one, I mean, even at any given time, I can have like 4 like projects going at one time. See, so let's see right here, I have a multi-strand going, and then the overhand knotted, and then off to the right-hand side, you know, if I need to make a bunch of moose knots, I can do that. But you can just like do like, if you don't buy one, or if you have one and you like it, buy one for a friend or something, because it is so gratifying to make something that looks so good, so fast and easy that it's unbelievable. And anyway, you get the DVD and the ebook, and you get a password with all the lessons online at my website. I've got all the lessons, and I do want to make the announcement now, and I will over the next couple of weeks. I have a new website. It has not been launched yet, and you will need a new password. So currently the old one works, but once the new website is launched, you can like get in touch with us, and we will give you the new password. But that's really important, because you know I have outgrown the current website, and you know I'm just looking, you know, for something like, you know, cooler. So for you guys, I do it for you. And last we have the black and natural waxed cord. This is a polyester cord. It's fabulous because it is 2-ply, which means it can be split easily, and you can melt it, which is one of the things I love about synthetic cords, is that they can be melted, and it's a lot easier to finish them. So that means for you that you don't need any glue. I love that. And I think I've covered everything on the show today. Let's see, we got the board, got the necklace, everything. Anyway, guys, those are all the products that are on today's show. You know, I was looking at the comments, and I see a lot of you are like, oh, the lessons are gone. They will be on the new website. It will be a much better experience for you, I think, because right now, you know, as I was looking through, like, I try to keep the links updated, but I did notice that there were like a couple of them where, you know, the link was once active and then it wasn't active, and then I had to go find it. And so it's going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, where they will all be there, but up to like a past, like back to a certain time. But yes, they will be on the new website. So I'm hoping to get it launched within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm working like literally night and day on this. I mean, it's like crazy, but I think it's going to be there'll be a lot of like updated videos, and I think it'll be just the way it's laid out will be a lot easier to like navigate, because I'll have things like in categories, so like the lessons. But anyway, so don't worry about it. The lesson page, I've been working on it. The JTV extra page, so it's got the lessons, so you don't miss out on anything. But like I said, it's just certain lessons. I have no idea where the links are, because I have no control over that part of it. Anyway, we'll get on to the customer show, and then we'll get on to this really cool and interesting lesson. I really like this. Anyway, first up we have Laura Lee, Florida. I love this necklace. If you look on the right and the left, you can see how the quartz beads are like offset. I really like that design. And then also I guess it would be the left side if you turn it around. It has the spacer beads, and I just love that. And then that really cool pearl cross, and then the other quartz bead, very, very nice. Love it. And here is a close-up of the arrangement. It's got the pearls, it's got the quartz, and I love the way that it dangles in front. And wait till you see the other one that she did later on in the show. It's so pretty. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Okay, so let me see. This is the half hitch, and then it's got a macrame slide knot, and it is on leather. Very, very nice. And then, oh, here's that other one I was telling you guys about. It's got the labradorite, and then look how pretty this is. I've got another picture where you could really see how cool the bead arrangement is. I think it's this next one here. Yeah, if you look on the top left, if you turn it around, it's got those like beryl beads, and the arrangement is just so pretty, and I just like the way this whole thing looks. And then in the bail part in front, it's got those barrel shaped, or I don't know, what is that shape? It's not a barrel. It's like a tube, but very, very nice. I think this, and look at all three of them together. They look so pretty. Love it. And oh, look at this. This is a close. Oh yeah, you could see it much better here, where those beads are just on the the top part of the necklace. So pretty. And then next, ooh, I really love this bracelet. When I saw it, my mouth was watering, because I was like, it looks like candy. Sarah said she bought these from Laura Gasparini, so I was thinking, wow, those are so pretty. I love the pink and the black together. She even put a tag on there because she knew that I would love it. So thank you, Sarah. And then next, okay, these are really cool. Laura Lee made these really cool. These are ankle bracelets, and they are made with a Hawaiian twist cord, which is a very like waterproof type cord. And I think we have another picture here. And here's a close-up, and we also have a little video. So check it out. So this is Vivian, who is back from college break. So very nice. Thank you for the video. It's always appreciated. And let's see, I'd like to see the jewelry in action. And I think these are looks like, oh, I see. You used those melon beads, I think, from JTV, and then it has it looks like smoky quartz and oh, what is that white one? Riverstone, I think it is. Very pretty. And oh, here's the longer version. This one's interesting because you could just put it like right over your head. Because with the short ones, you need the extender chain or maybe an adjustable slide knot. But this is the longer version. I think it's really cool. Look at the pearls in front. Very nice arrangement. I think it's beautiful. I just want to look at it for a while. Okay, so it's got those bars, and then it's got the quartz, and then that really cool cross pearl. Very nice. And oh, Sarah, North Carolina. Okay, this one is really cool because it's like a half and half. It's got like I think half of it is on wire, and then the other half is on leather. And I think I have a close-up view here. And that is a pretty nice looking, what is it? That I don't know what it's called, where you get some coiled wire and then you put it at the end of, the your beading wire before you crimp it. That's really nice. Did you make that yourself, Sarah? Because Laura Lee and I were talking about, I think it's called bouillon, and I it I don't get along with it yet, but I'm working on it. But I like the the half and half look. That's really nice, very pretty, and I like the pink, those pink pearls, and then the pink. Wow, those are really cool cube beads, and they're large hole. Where'd you get those? I've never seen those. Let's see, very, very nice, beautiful, nice coil knots, big rings. I know those are from JTV. Beautiful. And then last, oh, this is that long one that Laura Lee made, and it's like paired up with two other necklaces, one that's evenly spaced. And I remember that necklace on top, Laura Lee, from a couple of shows ago. It's brass. I think it's vintage. But look at I just like the whole setup. It's just absolutely beautiful. God, what kind of outfit would I wear with that? Oh, maybe like a black sundress. I don't know. But anyway, that is the customer slideshow for this week. If you have anything you wanted to send in, guys, please send it to me. My email address is theknotty-do-it-all@gmail.com. I was looking at you guys' comments because I want to say hi to like everybody here, like Susan, Tess Bar, she's a great singer. We got Laura Lee. I mean, Debbie, you guys are just like amazing, but I did not like that like horrible that statistic. Oh my gosh, 90% of people who try I'm not going to be that 90% because at least I have one now, which was like a major undertaking, but this new one, I'm almost finished. So that's that 90%. How many of you have tried? I'm curious now. Have any of you guys tried to like start like an e-commerce website and just like never like finished? I don't like that number. It's like scary. Anyway, we're going to do this project because I don't want to talk about those horrible statistics. Okay, Gina says all the people. Oh, yeah, you guys, thank you for sending like everything in. And, Pat, you are just like so on top of things. So you're going to be my timekeeper. Let's see, Gina, Michael, hi, Rhonda, thank you. Goodness you could make it today. We just, I'm just like looking on my thing here and I see all your names, which I'm sure you guys can see. But I don't know if it's my imagination. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just like thinking like weird. Has the text on the feed always been white? Because, I was trying to like look at it and it just like really blended like in with the background. So I thought maybe they changed the color of the font or it's just me. I don't know. I guess I need to go back and look at some of the old lessons to find out. But let's do this. And today I'm giving some love to the little board because I noticed that in almost all my shows, I use the big board. And the nice thing about this project, it's perfect for the little board. This is what's cool about it. Okay, let's do this. And guys, I don't have a cheat sheet. I did not have time. I tell you, I have been like working 24/7 on my website, and I just thought maybe. Then one nice thing about this project, you really don't need any measurement. So, and you can go a variety of different ways. So let me just explain. You're familiar with the multi-strand where, you just like wrap around two pegs, like this, boom, you're done. I think I have I'm sure you guys, let me see. I think I have like multi-strands here, like this one. You just wrap around two pegs here. This one is the same thing. And see, it's just like two pegs that are just like spaced apart. However, this one is like you instead you go one, and then when you come back around, you step down, and then you like step down again. So that way you get that like I don't know, tiered, not tiered. Yeah, I guess kind of sort. Yeah, it's kind of sort of like that. But what's really cool about this is it just it's like more like it's like you're making a finding like. And, with, prices of everything going up these days, and I think that like stringing material is relatively inexpensive compared to chain, or if you're using sterling silver, like having a component piece that's made with like stringing material is going to be a lot more cost effective. And plus, honestly, I really think it adds to the aesthetic. I think it just adds really, really well. So I am going to make the first side and then the other, and it's actually pretty easy. Okay, I've done, let me measure this. I have, let's see, this one was, okay, I tried the 2, the 3, and the 4. So the short one was 2, then the middle one was 3, and then the long one was 4. And then my second attempt was the, let's see, I think it's the 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so this one, no, the 3, the 4, and the 5. 3, 4, 5. But now I'm going to do a longer version. I'm going to do a 5, a 6, and a 7, only in that, and I'll show you right here. Let's come back over here. So I made this one here, and let's see what we got going. So when I put it on, you know, I wanted more of the leather part to show and less of the chain. So I thought that's good because the chain is the more expensive part of it. So that'll be a little more economical. And then I made this one, and I think it was still a little bit, let's see. This one's it's got a little more like leather in here, but I think I still want even a little bit more. So for this one, I'm going to make it longer. But the thing is, you do what you think is like right for your design. I mean, that's what being creative is all about. So let's do the first one here. Oh, and you will need a couple of rings. I mean, you actually don't, because you can just put your slider knot right on the loop. Oh my goodness, I can go down a rabbit hole. You can put a clasp in here instead of a ring, actually. Should we do that? No, I'm not. I don't want to like get off, you know, my project topic here. Okay, so I am going to, okay, this one goes in here. So see, I'm going to wrap once. I'm going to come around, and there's the second one, and then I'm going to come around here, and there is the third one. Okay, let me trim this. And I thought, okay, there are a couple of ways, because, you know, 2 + 1 = 3, 1 + 2 = 3. So there are a couple of ways you can like do this. You can, and I'm going to do it live to see which one is the most pleasant experience, because you know how sometimes when you have a series of steps that, but at the end of the series, you achieve the same result. I wanted to find out which one was the one I liked the best. So on these, I have the wire wrap beads already made, like done. And then the other one, I'm going to put them on after I finish the multi-strand thing. So let's see. So I think is it the ring that goes on first? Let's see. No. It's going to be the wire wrap bead. So I'm thinking already, only because when I start like making jewelry like this, I really don't like to have to like think. That's probably why I like making this stuff, because I don't like to think. Because once you get it like going, it's just, okay, I'm going to put the other one on that's already made, and oops, okay, right there. There's the second one. And you need to go through the ring at the end every single time that you come back around, because otherwise it's not going to be like inside the, and you guys know that, right? Right. I don't. Okay, so let me put the last one on. Actually, this might not be so bad. I think it's, and you know, I mean, I think the deciding factor is like, you know, let's say you want to make like 10 of these. This actually, like, I kind of actually liked it, because let's say it could be anything. It could be an airport, anything. And let's say you don't have the space, or, you know, just the time to work on a board. but you do have time just to wire wrap a bunch of beads. So that part of the project, you can get it done. And then just, you know, after you have that done, when you get back to your board or whatever, then you could just like make stuff. So sometimes it's just more about like time management. So what I'm going to do here is a macrame binding knot, and I'm going to use the wax jewelry cord in the 0.5. And I'm going to take about 16 inches of this, and I am not going to use my wire cutters. No, 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 no. Never, never, ever use wire cutters to cut thread. I learned that the hard way, because years ago I thought, oh, what could be better than, you know, some wire cutters for cutting this? And it ruins them. They are for cutting wire. And you would think, well, if it cuts wire, then why can't it like cut thread? And I'll explain that to you in a minute. So there's top, bottom. I mean, it's actually, it's really interesting, you know, and the interesting thing, I mean, it's not interesting because, you know, I've read don't ever use wire cutters to like cut thread. It made sense. And let me do this, and then I'll explain to you like why. I mean, if anybody knows, you can leave the answer in the comments. Okay, so I'm doing this nice and super tight. Also, you can do the coil knot. I just didn't do a coil knot because why? I don't know. Let's see, is this thing focusing? I don't know, because I haven't, like, I've just recently tried this out, and the coil knot will be next. Can you imagine how nice that would look? Oh, a coil knot here, and then one at the end here, here, and here. Oh, it's going to look really awesome. But like I said, I'm still like experimenting with this tiered thing. Okay, so I am, oh, Mylene is working on a website. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Okay, let me do this side, and I'm using a thread melter. Gotta have one of these. These things are fantastic. Okay, so, all right, let's take this off. You know what? I think because the next one, I'm gonna make is, I already have these done, and I'm gonna put them on after I do the multi-strand thing. So let's see what we got. So take this off, and ooh, boom. It is done. Very nice. The what I like to use to cut, I mean, this is the exception. I use cuticle scissors, and I mean, these were, do not get that brand because they're too expensive for this. I mean, you can buy some like cheap ones. You could buy them by the dozen online. So I'm going to come in here and just trim this nice and close. And these do such a fantastic job. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and boom, done. So check it out. See that? Okay. One thing that I did, I mean, this was like when I made my shorter ones, but they made really cool earrings. And you know what? I forgot to do something. Oh, see. Okay. Oh. So do not do the wire wrap first, because there's something very important that you needed to do. But this is one way you could do it. But the look that I was actually after had these big beads in there. So if you're going to add the beads, you'll need to do it the way that I'm going to do it now. So let's do the second part. So I tell you, there's like a billion ways this can go. So let's do 1, 2, and 3. And it doesn't matter if you do it the other way. If you do 3, 2, 3, 2, and 1, doesn't matter. So because I tried both ways to see, because you know, sometimes if you do it one way and then you do it another way, you're just like, what just happened? And some unexplained anomaly happens. So let me come in here and cut. All right, I'm going to get my ring on there, and then I'm going to do the other macrame slide knot. What happened to my ring? I know it flew off. because I had it right there. Where did it go? Do you guys see it? I know that sometimes when I can't see stuff, you can. You know what? I'm just going to grab another one. Let's see what we have. I think it was one of these guys. That one. I'm going to use it's like a textured ring. Okay, so let me get my camera. You know what? I noticed, I thought I looked kind of white. It's my camera setting is like, whoops. It's like, that's better, right? I was wondering why my hands and my environment looked so crazy white. So, but it's fixed. I thought it was maybe because I moved my computer, because I moved it like a little bit of ways and it kind of brightened up my work area. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, I'm going to read some of the questions. Ella, Pat, Gina, Michelle, Judy. Oh, yeah, I got the ring in there. Thank you. Because what I do is I wrap it around just to get the cord measurement. Then I cut it. Then I just kind of like take it off and rewrap it with the ring inside. But thank you for reminding me, because sometimes, like last week, I forgot to put my ring type thing in there. It was horrible because I thought my lesson was going to be perfect and I messed up. But thanks for the reminder. I appreciate that. And you know what? If you guys have like live video of your jewelry, like, you know, like Laura Lee did, that would be cool. But like if you're gonna be in the video, I'd have to get like permission from you to like, you know, show you your beautiful face. So I'm gonna, what I did, just for your information, in case you're wondering how many ups and downs I did here, for some reason I just did 14. I like the number 14. I think it's a good number to, oh, is that bottom or top? Okay, bottom. And in my instructional videos, you know, I go over like the binding knots and like in case you're new. I know that a lot of you already know what I'm gonna say here. Okay, a macrame binding knot is it's very, let's see, is that not focusing? Boop, boop. Whoa, what is, I do it with wax cord and I do it tight. It's got to be thin, waxed, tight. And that is going to get like nice and grippy. And the size that I normally use is the 0.5, but on some occasions, like last week's lesson, I did use a 0.9 in that it's because it was really long. So the longer it's going to be, you can get away with using the thicker cord. But remember, it's got to be like, if you're going to use like a 0.9, just make sure that it's longer, because you could do a lot of like a short macrame with thin cord or a long one with the thick cord. So let me come in here and finish this guy. So that side's, ooh, ow. You know, I'm kind of like used to the like burning. I mean, my fingers really don't burn anymore because I think I've got like firewalker fingers. How many of you got those where, you know, you just like touch it and it just doesn't like phase your fingers anymore? Okay, so here is the second one. And I'm going to come in here and trim these off. And I guess, whoa, let me get that ring out of the way. I think the order that you do it is honestly going to depend on like how you design it. Because on this one here, I put these large hole beads on. See that? And I really like the way it looked. And the ones, okay, these are on the show, and I think it's the one with the largest hole. So I just like put that in there, and then I put the rest of the wire wrap bead. Let me get my little pliers here. I'm gonna come in here. Do all of you know how to like wire wrap? Let me. Oh, did I miss something? I need like. Hang on. Let me get a pair of something here because Okay, let me get these guys so that way I can finish this wire wrap on the end. Let's get right in there. Okay, and just I like to do the sloppy wrap. I mean, sometimes I'll do like the super like perfect wire wrap, but for some reason I think this just looked better. But I'm going to come in here nice and close, and let's see, we get that focused right there. Nice and clean. So now see how you have a large hole, a bead in there, and see, look at that. Isn't that cool? Like it just like stacks like right on top. I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These beads just happen to be like so perfect for this project. So let's do the next one. And then is that wrong bead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope, I need this one. So you could just like squeeze it on and feed it through. And the other side works also because I see that I did it here, but I did need to put like a piece of thread and then just kind of like pull it on because the holes were smaller. But this one goes on really easy because the holes are so much bigger. So, but okay, this one's kind of like, okay, so that one's not going in too quickly. So it's real simple. Just get a piece of thread, just fold it, and then slide it on, just like that. See how easy that was? Okay, and now I'm going to put a wire wrap bead on here. All right, let me do. Is that the right one? Yes. See, it's pretty easy so far, right? Okay, so here we go. Let me wire wrap this one. Get that right in there. And all right. And I'm going to come in with my favorite wire cutters and right there, nice and close. Always put your finger, because guys, man, those wires, they go flying like so far. Oh, look at that. Ooh, 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 I love that. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that looks so good. I don't think I did this arrangement, did I? No, I didn't, because on this one here, I put the chain directly onto the loop, and the other one, I used the smaller bead, so it didn't go over the wire wrap. But this combination looks so cool. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the last one. All right. Open. Uh-oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. You got to get that bead on there first. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, let's do this. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Another thing I want to mention, it's really important, guys. If you want to continue to get the emails, ooh, ooh, I like that so much. Look at that. You know what? Okay. That looks cool. I'm working on a new website, and we have to move our mailing list over, and we like accidentally like deleted some of you guys' email. So if you're on the show today and you usually get an email letting us know, wait a couple of weeks, and when I get the new website, re-sign up on there. I'm so sorry, but if you just go to my website every week until when the new website gets moved over, it was an accident, so sorry. But but when the new website launches, you could like sign up there, and then you'll get you'll resume getting your emails every week. Okay, so we did this one and this one. Okay, so let's. Oh, so the next thing, because I mean they don't look the same because I'm showing just different options. But the next step is going to be like adding the like chain. And the interesting thing about this one is that all your chain segments have to be exactly the same length. And that is one thing I love about this board, is that it makes it so easy. So you just hook your chain on there. Let's say we want it to be that long. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go for that length, and I am going to open this ring up. And take it off. So there's one. So I want this one to be exactly the same length. So what I do, because you know, this, I mean, I know this particular chain is thick and you're like, oh, it can't be that hard to get even lengths. But once those lengths start getting smaller, it's like horrible. And I do have like tips and tricks on how to like measure out your chain. So see how easy that is? So I'm going to open that ring right there. And at least when you see it like that, you know that every single time it's going to be exactly the same size. So there's the second one, and now we need the third one. And don't forget, you could make it even longer. You could make it like 4-tiered. And I know this is going to be like some weird math, but you know, I always say, oh, you need to make one of them, like the next one, like 2 inches longer. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. But when you put the chain on, they will be 2 inches apart. It's crazy. Okay, so there's 1, 2. So we got 3 here. Is that right? Let's. I think I did 3, right? 2, 3, and they should all be exactly the same length. Yes, they are. Okay, good. And if you're using like closed chain, then you will have to like do the wire wrap like on the, you know, at the end of it. And preferably, I always like try to go for the you know what? I'm going to use these guys. I'm not going to waste them, because why waste them when you don't have to? You could just like throw them. Like, is that going to mess up my measurement? No, it's not. No, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to put this. Oh, wait a minute. Put that one on there, and then hook this on here. Oops, there we go. And then close the ring. You know what? I'm going to get some, I like being able to grip my stuff. Let's see what I have here. Okay. Good. I'm going to use these guys. Okay. So let's do this again. I'm going to grab this one. Right there. Let's get this, put the chain. And then this one. And then these guys. Ooh. I just like being able to get a nice, good grip on the, whoops. And why is this like not focusing? Okay, so there we have that side. And I'm gonna like do this like real quick, because I think you guys get the idea. So you just come in and just put the chain on each of the ends. So there's one. Here's the next one. Done. And the next one. And then for the when we do the other side, you know, we're just going to open the ring and then close it. Oh, I want to read you guys' comments. And you know what? I know, right? It's dangles, leather. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. Oh, my, there are so many, okay, let me get this guy because that one did not close properly. There we go. Sometimes you gotta like, okay. And now when I'm gonna add the other side in, so let's, so this side is like the easy side. So let's like, you just open, hook it in and close it. But you know, if you work with like sterling silver, you know, if you can, I mean, anything that you, oh, you know, oh, very important. You need to match up the long with the long. Okay, that you got to do that because if you don't match the long with the, but then again, you know what? Maybe, you know, I thought about that yesterday. I thought, what if I tried doing like the short with the long? Maybe that would look cool. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Did I just, okay, so now I'm going to take the short with the short. Okay, let's do that one and get this one on. And then there are a variety of ways that you could finish the end. You could make it adjustable like I did, or you could put a chain and a clasp on the end. Okay, let's get in here. Perfect. Perfect. Or let's see, what else can we do back there? Okay. Get this one lined up. I can't wait to like really experiment with this one. Because I want to use, I have an idea for using like a thinner cord and then putting like some like fine looking chain and then maybe like some wire wrapped beads. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, let's see how this one looks. Okay. All right. So did I do this right? And yes, I did. Okay, so this one's got a lot more like leather and a lot less. See that? See how when it comes down on the side? And you can make this even like shorter. Another thing, another really cool idea that it's gonna look so cool. If you have like a pendant that's like a long, like a rectangular shape that's maybe like 2 inches, like you could make this whole leather part and then add 3 like bars. You get what I'm saying? That would look so cool. Or you could put like smaller pieces of chain, like maybe like 2 inches on each one, and then put some wire wrap beads on there. And then the other idea that I had, well, when I did like the chain, you know, for the bottom, I made, or before I like added, I made sure that the links were like an odd number. So that way, which one was it that I put on my Instagram post? Was it, hang on, let me see. Because that way you could, I think it was this one. Was it this one? Yeah. Because that way, if you have like a pendant, because I have a cross pendant that I wanted to put on there. And this particular pendant is one of the types that you can like put on anything. So what I did was I put it like, I just like hooked it on there but you don't have to hook yours on. You can put it like on permanently. So then it ended up looking like this, which I thought looked really like cool. So you've got the 3 chains and then the cross. So this, I think in the future, as the show goes on, you will see me incorporating more of this particular like tiered thing into things that I teach. So do you guys like that? I mean, isn't this cool? Yeah, I had. Oh, why do you have to be careful with chains, Gina? Do they break? And let's see. So what I would on these guys. Okay, so here's some optional ideas. Let's try one. We could put coil knots on here. I mean, we got the time. Let's do it. Let's do a coil knot. Why not? Right? Ha ha ha. Okay, so I'm gonna hook this in here, right in there, and get a lot of tension going. And I am going to, see how the little board just like is so perfect for this? So I'm gonna like get some nice tension on there. And when you do a coil knot, you will need glue. And right now, my preference, you need about 5 inches, is the, oh my goodness, the GS Hypo Cement. And that is because super glue is just, I don't know. I used to think that it was like the best glue for the job, but I ran into like so many problems with it. Number one being the fumes. I mean, the GS Hypo Cement has fumes too, but you know, if you're gonna deal with the fumes, you might as well deal with the ones, the you know, like have the, what word am I looking for? The most, like, I guess, advantages, because the super glue dries so fast. And then another thing that happened to me a couple of times, which was so weird, when I put the super glue on the, what is going on here? Hang on, I'm trying to talk and not at the same time. I put the glue on, it was a cotton cord, and it started smoking. No. I thought that's not good. What is wrong with me? You know, I think it's because I cut it so short. I can't like get my hands around it. Let me do a little bit longer. Okay, let's do it again. Come on, coil knot. Okay. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm trying to make the coil knot bigger than I usually do, because I'm trying to do a 4 wrap. Okay, there we go. Hold it up. Ah, beautiful. This side goes in this way, and this side goes in that way. Okay, there we go. And when you, it's really important when you do a coil knot on anything, you have to put glue. I'm going to pretend like I'm putting glue. No, I'll do it actually. So you can get an idea of how much, and you know that I'm not even going to say, because this stuff, I always just like poke holes in it, because I cannot wait for it to like ooze out of that little tip. So what I do is I just get it real quickly on and I just really pack it in all around where the knot is going to sit. So I'm going to get it right in there, all sides, top, left, bottom, everything. And then when you slide your knot over the glue like this, see that? Beautiful. And then you tighten it. Nice and tight. See that? And this one is perfect because you can see that the glue is squishing out of the knots, not too much, but just a little bit. So that means it's like perfect. Ooh, this stuff, I don't know. They say don't sniff glue, but for some reason, I don't know why. This stuff, I just think it smells good. I don't know. I like the smell of gasoline. I mean, for some reason, I don't know why. And this kind of reminds me of that. So let's take a look at how this looks, just to give you guys an idea. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at that. So if you do a coil knot here, one here, and one here, look how nice. Oh my God. This is really like becoming like one of my new favorite like techniques. And think about it, if you make them shorter and they're earrings, which I'll, you know, on my new website, I'll probably do a tutorial on that, just, you know, so you guys could watch me make a pair of earrings. But you would make this shorter and then put like a wire wrap. It could be like a pearl, a bead. I mean, it could be anything. Isn't that cool? And then, so I'm going to like leave that there, because I'm just mostly trying to give you ideas, because I think this part is pretty easy. But I think mostly the purpose of this lesson is just to like give you ideas of like different like things you can do with it. If you have any other ideas, Um, you know, another, I don't know if it's gonna work, but last night I was thinking maybe with like a thinner cord. I don't know. This is just, I don't know. Maybe, let's say if you have a thinner cord before you like knot those, you could braid this. Let's see. Let's just see for the heck of it how that would work. I'm just trying stuff at this point. So I knew in my brain, I thought about it and I thought that one long strand isn't going to quite make it all the way to the bottom, but you would do something here. I don't know. What do you think? But then you still get that tiered version. So this is just another option. So I'm, like I said, this is like new and I am going to just keep trying all sorts of things. I know that most of you know how I finish the end, but I will do, I'll just keep going because I have about 5 minutes left. And why not? So what I'm going to do here is I am going to put a moose knot. I'm going to come in here and attach this cord with a moose knot. And I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. So for the moose knot, probably you need about a 5-inch tail. Put this in. And I love making this knot. This is my favorite knot to make. Whoops. Get a little bit longer. Look how easy that is. You just wrap. You guys all know about the moose knot. Hair pieces are all the rage. Ooh. Hair piece. Who needs a hair piece? You know, speaking of, oh my goodness, the hair piece thing. It's funny that you guys mentioned that. So I do this on this side because this, where is it? With this one, I thought it would make a really cool, maybe if you had like several chains. Okay, let's do this. If you guys are into cosplay, because I know a lot of you guys are cosplayers. I have family members that are cosplayers and I've helped them with their costumes, so I know all about cosplay. You can make something like this, and I think it would be really cool. But there's going to be, of course, a couple of like, you'll have to make maybe 2 like long ones, so it fits right. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you can put like dangles coming down the side here. But I think it would look really cool. Do any of you like cosplay? I mean, Halloween. Yep. So I'm gonna let me do this on this side. Where are my scissors? There they are. So yeah, so this is just like some really like cool things that you guys can like do with this thing. I mean, a headpiece would look so cool, especially if you're like, who said Halloween? I don't know. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna have a massive like headdress on my head. Because like it fits, it's comfortable, and it's adjustable. I mean, it's just got everything going for it. I mean, it's just so cool. What did I do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do my coil knot. I mean moose knot. Put this through here and oh, come on. Done. Down, tighten, and boom. Got it. And you definitely want to like melt that down. I didn't do the other one because I don't want to run out of time. So I'm just gonna pretend I'm oh, you know what, there's a lighter. I'm just gonna melt it. Tap it. Ooh, I got what, 2 minutes? So the last thing that I would do ooh, no, that is going after I, finish. Oh my goodness, look at this big mess. How many of you guys make like these humongous messes? And I'm going to clean it up for you so it's not so. Okay. So the last thing that I do is I just crisscross the ends over, and I finish this with either oh my goodness, I'm not going to have time to do it because I've got 30 seconds left. Either a macrame slide knot or a coil knot, and then boom. Now, wasn't that like fantastic? So a new thing, yay. And hopefully next week, you guys will send in some interesting things that you make with it. Try it with leather, try it with wax jewelry cord, yeah, I was thinking even like that thick silk would look really cool, and bars and chain and pendants and wire wrap beads. I mean, the sky's the limit. Anyway, my time is up. It is 11 o'clock in the morning here, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.